That's what I did. I included my daughter in a lot of things that I did.
Yeah.
So she, like, even she can get on a decks, yeah, she can mix. Like, sometimes she mixes something better than me. And like, because the thing is, it's like, if she doesn't see that you like involvement in your interest, then it's like she'll never be interested in it. So you'll never be able to do it. Because she's always going to want your attention. So if you bring them into it, they're more likely to be interested, and they will like back you as well.
Yeah.
And support you. So yeah.
Before double answers as well, yeah. Sorry, Shower Man, yeah. Literally 1 second, yeah. It just something just crossed my mind as well, yeah. Like, we usually get, like we said, like a lot of people usually hit like, I don't know, a brick wall, either spiritually or mentally, and they say, look, I would love to do this, you get me? I would love to do this, but my job needs me, or I need to pay my bills and all of these things. Basically just, you know, like there's a lot of people who are stuck in this thing of like, I want to chase my dreams, but I've got my family to look after, you get me? Like you as a woman, as a mother, yeah? How have you managed over the years, you get what I'm trying to say, to navigate through that, to make sure that whatever's happening in your real life, it doesn't kill like, you know, your DJing career, you know, your dreams, and you still pushed forward as a woman and as a mother? Like, how did you deal with that?
Just take time out, like, for yourself, you know what I mean, and check yourself, and you know, just revitalize your mind and yourself, and just take care of yourself, and the rest just falls into place. I think.
I hear you. I completely hear you.
For
it
me,
does. That,
what I think, think a person should never, even having kids, because obviously ever since I had kids, I was quiet for like a year.
Of course.
But sitting back and thinking about it, you should never, I'm just saying, talking from a male's perspective, yeah? I will never stop my dream for anyone. I would still play my position and my role, but my dream has to be a part of the thing. Reason being, I don't necessarily even need to be music. It could be something else or whatever the case is, yeah? But reason being, I think, for a man, keeping busy, for example, is what makes us men. So, yes, looking after our children, 100,000,000%, but keeping busy and finding other happiness so we don't fall into other things. Do you get what I mean, yeah? So, the fact that I've got music, I can be by myself and be calm because I've got something to work on. If I didn't have that and it's just my kids, for example, and just going to work and this and that, you don't know what kind of told that, especially in this society as well. Yes. And sometimes I don't even blame the women, I just blame how society's kind of set everything up. For example, it's not really easy for men. So if I can have like at least my dream or something that I'm trying to pursue or whatever, remember we're still young. Exactly. If we get to like 40, 50, it's different.
Yeah, of course.
You get me? But at this age, I'm going to be honest, we've still got energy basically. So it's not like, don't stop using your energy just because you think society is telling you to rear this and that, whatever the case is. But at the same time, obviously, your kids come first because that's you, innit? Yeah. You have to make sure that you raise the best type of children, do you get what I mean? Of course. But at the same time, I think not being happy and not chasing your dreams leads to depression, leads to anxiety, leads to all of these things where you're not going to be the best version of yourself. Like I've always said this to myself, especially once I had kids. At first, I was looking at it a bit different because I was like, I don't know how I'm going to be like as a parent. There's so many stuff. And like eventually after a while, I just realised this is, for starters, this is the first time I've had children, so I don't know why I'm being too hard on myself anyway. 2, I'm a very bubbly person, you get what I mean, yeah? So I'm like, let me do what I'm good at. In life, I've realised, don't be doing what everyone else is doing, for example. Do what you're actually genuinely good at. If you do that, for example, within its own time, it will flow. Like, it's like kids, for example. Kids don't know what's going on. As long as you're paying for them to do this or whatever the case is, you're looking after them, you're paying for it, they're just enjoying life. We stop doing that the older we get, and we put all of these responsibilities that sometimes other people are putting on us. You get what I mean? So to me, I just think some people, for example, pace yourself. You're not. It's like I've always said this as well. Someone else could tell you how to do something, but if that person's going to leave you alone to do it, for example, once they leave, you're still finished anyway. So you might as well find a way to how to deal with it, for example, when they're not there.
Of course.
That's how I've started gauging about like when it comes down to chasing your dreams, because it's like me. The moment I went to go work and everything, and like let's say the first year, I was like, I don't forget everyone else outside of me. I don't like the person I'm becoming. It's too strict. It's too. Do you get me? I'm thinking like my dad now. Do you get me? Like,
nah, for real.
And I realized my dad's whole situation. I'm not in his shoes. I can't live my life the way he did because he was in a completely different headspace and whatever. My generation is not that deep with specific things. To a degree, certain stuff like we've got specific things that's in place, for example, to make it easier. It's us that's putting the pressure on ourselves. So to me, I just think if you're with your partner, for example, you lot find a balance or a medium. Do you get what I mean? Because outside, the energy outside, they can tell you all the information, but they're not doing it for you.
Exactly. Yeah, it's true.
You get what I mean?
It's
Yeah.
up to you to...
Yeah. So that's what I feel like, and then just make sure as a parent you're there. For example, you are raising your children, you are doing your job right, this and that. Because there's a lot of people, for example, that I'm gonna be honest, there's a lot of men that it gets technical and they bust out.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean?
In real life.
When it starts getting on top of them.
I'm a person, no matter what, I've always said to myself as well, yeah, my dad was there for all of his children. I cannot not be there, but you still have to make it make sense. Whether you're with the
bro.
parent,
For real.
whether you're with the parent or not with the parent,
yeah.
I always say to women, I don't really care what society's saying, because society's not us two.
Exactly.
Society's gonna leave us to it. Yeah. So you have to make it make. It reminds me of Instagram. The reason I don't take Instagram so serious, for example, is because Instagram's just a group of people that's just talking. There's someone in year 1 there that's in the conversation of adults and all that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In the comments, like
It doesn't make sense. Take your young ass out of this conversation,
I'm getting
boy.
mad and that. So to me, I say the people
crazy.
at hand, for example, that are taking care of business, for example, are the ones that you should be talking to, and then you just know yourself. Do you get me? If things are going wrong, for example, take time to think. Right, why is this going wrong? Where is this? Whatever.